Mrs. Pattay's Performance here. You know it's a good morning when you're on your way to work. I'm delivering to a coworker the backpack blower, the Echo that you'll see in an upcoming video that the mister fixed for me that I found. And on my way into work this morning, check this out. A little covered in leaves, but free. Now, I'm a little nervous. She's a key start. There was no key found at the scene. And let's uncover her. But I was not leaving this one behind. I've got to really make moves because I've got to get to work. I got a meeting, but I was close enough to home that I could bring this back. Because clearly, I can't drive another 20 minutes on a highway with this. I just uncovered her. As you can see, she's a little covered in leaves. This bag is basically filled with wet grass, which tells me yesterday it rained here. I'm gonna go on the assumption that they tried to mow their lawn after it rained. We had a lot of rain over the weekend as well. So I wanna say that they attempted to use her. Wheels look fairly decent. Not a tear in the bag. Bag looks really good. This is where things get concerning. We have a little bit of this happening. There was no key found. But I'm thinking at the worst case scenario, I am thinking that we've got a clean bag. That's what I always like to think. Getting in here with the gas, there's gas in it. Gas smells good. Gas smells good, actually. Doesn't smell foul. And take a look at the Earl. That's looking cruddy. They haven't had this tuned up in a while. So, not a bad morning find on my way into work. But now, I gotta get moving. Got lives to change. Have a good one, everyone. Later.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pattay's Performance. Today in the garage is Mrs. Pattay's Performance garbage find. She found a way to work this morning. So I was just thinking about it because I was trying to reach out to her about our morning investments. You know, we spoke about this in the past that you should be investing some of your money. We have, and you're just talking about our strategy for the day. And she said she was busy and sent me those videos. So it is what it is. So she gave her Ramaroos, and now I will give mine. You want to talk about the negatives or the positives? How about this? Let's go negative, and then we will talk about positives. Okay, back wheels. All right, blown out. Not the end of the world, but we're just gonna treasure that out. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna zoom you in. I'm going to engage the zone cable, and I want you guys to focus where the zone cable is. If you guys don't know where that is, right here. Watch. No movement, so that is frozen or broken, most likely broken. Just something because I'm a perfectionist, it's not the end of the world. This is a Craftsman Platinum lawnmower. Should be a decal right there. Even if it wasn't, there should be a decal right there. This one I noticed right away. Look at the passenger side. The wheels are in great shape. The tread's still there. But I want to show you. Oh, you guys can't see from this angle. Cover is blown out. Okay, and the wheel is stripped. This wheel is good. You can tell that has a little stiff. Okay, we don't know if this has compression or not because the pull cord is missing. But you know what? She said the oil was dirty. That I do believe her. I do believe her that the oil was dirty. So we're not going to check that. Let's just see. She said there was gas. It looked like there was very little. She said it was fresh. So I'm just trying to put this mower mystery together. Yeah. Gas smells fresh, but I have a feeling that this hasn't been running for quite some time. Flip this over on its side. Ugh. Okay. Feels like it has something. So anyway, what do you want to do first? You know what? Let's do this recoil first, and then we'll end up zip tying the bail cable assembly, and we'll see if we can get some compression. Alright, so first things first is I'm going to measure out our rope, which I have. I'm just cutting this, so we just have it set aside, and then we're going to start to yank off the engine shroud and get to it. Like I said, I have a very good feeling. Oh, so while I take this engine shroud apart, looks like it is number 2, and these look a little blown out, so that means somebody was in here or tried to get inside. Anyway, I know what you guys are thinking. All 4 wheels are blown out. Well, 3 out of the 4 are blown out. I don't think that's going to be an issue because we have another find from her that will be featured. That's what started this whole thing, a week of misses that I have. I'm so ahead on content, and a lot of her stuff just hasn't been posted yet. So we're just going to push all that to the front. I think another lawnmower that she found, hint, hint, it's on the community page. We could take some of that and incorporate it into this. So originally she said that, oh, the grass. There's grass in here. Grass is a little nasty. I'm thinking E3 spark plug, 80th anniversary. This is a nice lawnmower, 22 inches wide. I am thinking that it's possible that this lawnmower was used recently, died, and they let it sit, and maybe tried to use it again and something happened to it and they were like, screw this. Or I'm thinking that they used it and they just put it away looking like this hot mess, thinking that if they just put fresh gas in after sitting for a while, it's just gonna work. And this was broken, and because the braille cable was snapped and not working, and they couldn't detect that. So they thought that they could, yeah, this is broken. I mean, we could try. Yeah, this is broke. I have a feeling that this is broke. Oh no, it's not. You see, if I pull, is this adjustable? Oh, we'll see. But I'm thinking that they thought because this bail cable actually goes back and forth that this thing could actually run. And it's not. So I'm thinking you definitely have a fuel-related issue and these other technicalities. And they're like, screw it. This lawnmower is garbage. And that's where she found it. So obviously just 3 5/16 bolts. We are at the cusp where it's pretty cold to paint. So I think this might be a mower for next year. You guys know that I only like to sell machines a certain way. I think That's right, I think, or possibly I know, the reason why we get good money and we do volume is that we don't sell junk. And to me, this lawnmower looks a little junky. Could be a lot left to desired. She was very excited that the electric start works. I mean that it's an electric start lawnmower. So I kind of agree with her, but remember this year we discovered that I could make my own harness. To charge the battery and whatnot, and we could use a cheaper, more efficient battery and more cheaper and efficient charging system setup instead of trying to buy the OEM charger and the OEM battery. But let's not get too much ahead of ourselves. I'm just spinning the electric start. We'll get a good look at that and go from there. So let's see, one more 5/16 and this is free. So I'm thinking that maybe we're going to try and revive this electric start. If this thing works well, we will try our $10, $20 battery. I mean, or less than $20 battery. I might try and buy the kit for it where it's the battery and charger and either make my own harness or incorporate it into an existing harness. Whew, look at all the rust in here. Yeah, so this thing's been sitting outside for a very, very long time. Look at that rust. And then I'll give you guys a good peek at the starter. Okay, so the recoil rope is still in here because we could still see the end. Yep, and you see this is here, so the spring's still in good shape. All right, so let me wiggle this out. Excuse you, I'm working.
Well, I have something I want to share with the viewers.
All right. You're really abusing a whole week of Mrs. Pattay's performance.
Hey, everyone.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me give you the microphone because you had the microphone on yesterday. Hold on. Let me finish. And I forgot to plug it into the camera. So here.
So is all my footage down the drain?
No, we're waiting for it's going to be posted.
Oh, okay. Well, look at what we have here. Looks like my gem of a find from this morning.
Let me jack up the camera. She's messing up my whole week.
I hope the
I
Mr.
had this whole week of uploads planned, and you are just pouring on content.
Are you fully aware? Did you tell our lovely subscriber family that not only did I bring you the goods today, but I even gave you pictures and footage of the find this morning?
Well, yeah, because you know it's your week.
I'm not gonna lie. What I didn't tell you on camera is the fact that I've got quite a lift to get equipment up into the White Diamond compared to even...
It's an older made snowboard. This is a well-made machine.
Even lifting something into the Element, there's more distance from ground to trunk.
I told her we should get her a Honda Element so she can flex around.
No. That doesn't really quite fit into my new Infinity truck dream.
Did you put a lawnmower in your new truck?
I'll put a cargo carrier on it before I put that. But I will say, I've lifted, as you'll see, possibly in a video or two, I've lifted my fair share of snow blowers and equipment. This little girl here, she's
a girl. I forgot to ask you that.
I don't know, I treat equipment like I treat boats. They're all women.
All boats women? I don't know that. I don't know.
So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie, I had to have the bag off. I had to flip the handles, I had to loosen the knobs, I had to flip the handle forward, and I just had to get under the front and get under the flap in the back. And I had to give it one of those like good old heave hoes because she is solid, man. She is solid. But I came in here today, first of all, to check on the love of my life after putting in a full day. And I checked the mailbox today, and what do we have here? It says, Jason and Mrs. Pattay's performance, please give it to them. I'm going to guess, if I had to, and of course I held it up to the light as any snoop would.
Somebody knows. We have a YouTube channel to know where we live.
I'm going to go, after I looked up at the light and I kind of knew who this was from, I'm going to go for Henry probably dropped this in our box, so what up, brother? And I think I know who this is, so I'm going to take the liberty of opening this up because I have an idea who it is, and it is what I thought it was. I love it, Franco the boss, dude. This is awesome, awesome. I love it. I love it. He says, hey, Mrs. Pattay. Can I read this out loud? Oh, I probably should have previewed it. Hope it's nothing too naughty. Hey, Mrs. Pattay and Jason. Just wanted to say you guys are amazing. You guys make great videos. And your live streams are hilarious. We try. We try to keep it light, brother. I love waking up for them. We love that you come. Jason, thanks for zooming home to be in time for my live stream. Franco, all at the liberty of almost losing my life. Thanks for being so nice. Enjoy the sticker and keep up the amazing videos and streams. Hope to talk again soon. And he gave the infamous later.
Wait, listen.
Franco. Dude, that's awesome.
So wait, let me tell you something. How long have you been saying you want to get on stickers? How long have you been saying you want to get on stickers?
Wait, hold on.
And fan gear. And here's Franco. You guys gotta check out Franco.
Is there a way to block out negative Nancy over here? Guys, I started my morning with a find. I come home to Franco, my brother from Canada. A sticker in the mail for me.
How is Franco your brother? You're old enough to be his mother.
Those are details. Those are details. I could be a MILF to him.
What the hell's wrong with you?
What a great day, right? Isn't life about finding the silver lining? Today was a tough day. Today was a tough day. But you know what? To start this way and end this way, Franco, if you have not checked out Franco the Boss, you are missing out. Please make sure you do. Give it a go over. Check him out. Subscribe. Great young man.
Yes, he was a very hard worker for his age.
And you know what? He is setting the tone for the next generation the way that hard worker should be. And Franco, thanks, man. That's awesome. And Henry, thank you, brother. Henry at Mowers and Blowers, I almost had to reach out to you. It was right around the block. I almost couldn't do it. But Henry, you know how you love everything for free? You know what I can't possibly do? Pass up something for free. So, Henry, I almost had to call you. But I got my Popeye arms on and made it happen.
Wait, let me look. Did you mess up your jacket? Did you mess up any of your clothes?
I had to brush down my pants. I was determined to keep myself clean, and my hands did get a little grimy in the process, but a little soap, a bacterial, sanitizer in the car. I do think I should start carrying some gloves in the car because, I don't know, it seems like the small engine gods are just shining down upon me lately.
That is what, 3 machines in less than 2 weeks?
I had a lawnmower, backpack blowers,
leaf blower,
and
also 4 machines.
4 machines. But really, who's counting? I'm counting blessings. You know what I'm saying, right? Potato.
So while she's
right?
not counting blessings, right? Think about it. So how'd the backpack blower go?
Wonderful. But I don't want to give away too much. If you haven't caught the video on the Echo backpack blower,
it's coming out tonight.
It's coming out tonight, but we don't know the order everyone watches their videos. So if you haven't watched the video on Mrs. Pattay's backpack blower find. I delivered that to the gentleman I work with today. It was priceless. I walked in today, and you know how we have to walk into work. It was like a Ghostbuster. I had it on my back, teaching bags, work bags, mask. I should have taken a selfie. And it was hysterical. It was hysterical. They asked me if I was adding that onto my new job title. Backpack blowing the leaves. But let's just say we had a very appreciative individual on our hands. So you know what? Life is all about playing it forward, right?
Right. So on the same day that we were giving the backpack blower, right? She found this. So whatever you believe in, a higher power, God.
Coincidence?
Jesus,
I think not.
You know, it's it pays good to pay it forward once in a blue moon. You know, we'll make a video on that. You know, a lot of people have asked us, how do we stay busy as far as repairs and whatnot?
But I have to tell you, not to cut you off, mister, last night in my other side business, I actually paid it forward for someone handsomely. And I feel like this find this morning was whatever you believe in, like Mr. was saying, his way or her way, whatever you believe in, the way of saying, you know what, you did the right thing last night. This is our thank you in return. Because I know who I paid it forward to last night could probably never pay me back in the way that I helped them, which I don't expect, ever. You should never, ever do a favor for someone and expect anything back in return. That's not the way doing something kind for someone works, right? Mm-hmm. I always say what you should expect from them is for them to take your generosity and kindness and pay it forward with simple kindness. That's something that doesn't cost anything from anyone, right?
Yep.
So anyway, but yeah, no, not bad. And look at my little snuggle muffin. Leaves.
Hey.
Those were free.
They can't even see them.
Those were free.
You better clean those up.
So, hey, I couldn't do it all. I wanted to leave something for you. And I'm guessing you haven't taken the bag off yet.
No, I've seen it. I'm trying to put together.
There might be like a cat in there. I don't know. I just don't know.
There's a cat there. I'm going to end this video.
I have to also say that I went a different way home and I passed the house that I got this from on the way home. And I saw 3 or 4 stripes of the lawn of what was definitely mowed and what they stopped at. So I don't think they proceeded to finish the job.
No, I think this has been sitting for a while.
So it's interesting.
But no, it's a good score.
We'll
I was
see.
telling them we could use the other lawnmower that you found to piece this back together. So
Okay.
it's not as expensive. And I think just for YouTube, because I figured out how to make wire harnesses this year, maybe we'll try and get the electric start going. I don't think we're going to sell it this year, guys. We are in end of November. So that's wishful thinking. I wish we could sell it, but I just don't see it being that way. So I think we're just going to get this going and then probably put it into, long-term storage.
Okay, and I gotta tell you, like I said, as you'll see, hopefully, I don't know if the mister's gonna take some of my footage for any of his video today.
I get all of it. It's your week.
But I have to say, as I said in the beginning of my video, I went into this with, honestly, I said to myself, if all else fails and the mister thought none of this was salvageable, the bag. There's not a rip, not a tear, nothing in the bag.
Deck is good too.
Has to be cleaned.
It looks good. I didn't clean off the deck, but I think it's a good deck. It's a good mower. We're definitely gonna restyle this. You guys know how we do it here. Restore it and get it going, and hopefully we can get this electric start going, and then we'll really get a nice, payday.
But
So.
any hoodle. But again, Franco, thank you. I'm gonna let.
Thank you, Frankie. So what you have to do, right? You have to make us decals.
The missus has work she has to do right now. So on that note, I think I've earned my keep tonight. I get to sleep in the bed.
Use this decal. Put it in the thing next to where we have a letter from Arians.
What's that?
Just leave that. I'll put it next to our Arian's letter. Look at that, Frank. You're going right next to our letter that we got from Dan Arian.
Aw, you know he sleeps with that at night, right? Mwah. Later.
What about the guy with the John Deere?
Okay, so Jose reached back out and he said that he is working late, but he said that because it's like holiday season for him right now. So he said that he's got no holiday plans. So he's either going to do Thursday morning or Friday.
The John Deere.
Yes, but Frank wants a morning. So what I think I
We
may
have 2 people for the John Deere?
now I'm up to 3. Frank wanted actually this morning, but I had work. Tomorrow I have to take my car to be inspected in the morning.
Yep. Good old New York State inspection.
And then if Frank turns around and says he wants it, I may turn around and just come and swap vehicles with you. We'll see. If not, I may push Frank off to like Thursday or Friday morning because he only wants a morning. And then I have someone brand new who inquired.
How do people do that they're home?
I think he's retired. That's the gist from the things I think on his thing.
Nice. All right, goodbye.
I can't get out.
Adios.
Adios.
All right, so here is our starter right here. What's always a good thing to do if you have a lawnmower that's been sitting is you just want to spin this by hand. And we'll put some lube in there too. And now we can work this way, you know, work this up and down. And for the most part, this is always the cause of death. We still have to check to see if there's the 40 amp fuse in there. But if we learned anything this year, right, is that with my Time Master, I didn't have my lawnmower. Time Master calls for 40 amp fuse, and I didn't put one in because I didn't have one. And we are at, I don't know, how long was that video? You know, I did that when I did the head gasket. So that has to be a couple months now. So just spraying some lube, and we're just gonna work this up and down. See that? That's how it just spins on its own. Now remember, this gear is plastic, so if it's ever stripped out, you could just order this gear and put a new one in here. And down it goes. All right, we're getting closer to getting this thing fired up. I wonder, I'm not wondering, I'm just running a couple of scenarios in my head. Maybe I will bring this to work one day and I'll see if I could spray it at work. Because really, this lawnmower is, it's kind of dead water. And I'm pretty anxious to get this done. I honestly had plans for snow blowers this week. But, like I said, a week of Mrs. Pattay's performance. And she gets it. And I wonder if, well, this carburetor, we're probably gonna have to clean this carb. So, line this up. Yep, right, are in. We're gonna get our 3/8 bolts in there. Let's get some anti-seize here. So this thing is weathered. You guys can see the rust on the front cover. Hopefully, if not, I will. I'm not sure if I will take care of that. I really never had people bother me about the front of the rustiness of a lawnmower. Spark plug, yes, spark plug. You know, we've had clean spark plugs and salvage them. You're not a terrible person to do that. I used to change spark plugs every lawnmower, every snowblower I did, but a fellow flipper in the area talked me out of it. And he was 110% right. And then just talking to, you know, other people outside of my area, like Roy's the Boys, Mixed Mowers, Ellis Mowers too. But, you know, I think Mick and Roy's the Boy are more like what we do here. We're not afraid to paint the mower to enhance its value. Ellis will if he has to, but, you know, Ellis will push out, you know, some equipment, you know, as is, because, you know, every area is different. So you got to keep that in mind too. With us, you know, and the prices that I ask, you know, everything has to be a little bit more refined. And I can't say this more than enough. You know, a little bit of pink goes a long way. And you guys have seen that, you know, on my channel. Some of the stuff that I get and what I turn it into. And then whatever that turns into, and I convert that to green. And you guys will be amazed. So I don't understand. I'll say this over and over again. Some of you guys say that, you know, I get a lot of money for my stuff. But if I go to your area and I price out a new mower, it's practically the same. So maybe you guys should be getting the same. I don't know. I don't know how demographics and economics work in that sense. Let's get some 3/8 bolts. Here we go. This Milwaukee ratchet goes down to 35 foot-pounds. So that's more than enough to hold this stuff down. So there's no need to give it a little oomph or chase it down by hand. Absolutely not. Okay. 5/16. These bolts get to be a little tricky. As you guys notice, I start everything by hand. You better start these bolts by hand. These are very easy to strip out. Ask me how I know. Oh, I keep forgetting. I'm in a rush. I don't know why I'm in a rush. I'm in the garage. But let's get this oil filter in here. I keep forgetting that is part of this. Three bolts by hand. Now, because of, I think, how we ended up with this mower for a mower mystery, I think for sure, because there's no gas, well, there's a little bit of gas in here, I'm just gonna try and do the carb quick and dirty. Now, the funny part is, I thought I sold this lawnmower to this. I thought this was one of our lawnmowers that we sold in the past. I'm not sure if I featured it on the channel, but there was a guy who bought a lawnmower and then said that he would give me his other lawnmower as partial payment, and he absolutely lied up and down about the condition of it. But it is what it is. He knew what we were doing, and what I thought was absolutely mind-blowing is that he drove a very nice car, lived in a very nice house, but everything didn't seem much value to me because his yard was in god-awful shape and condition. I don't understand how you could have all these nice things, and I think if you have a really nice yard, nice landscape, that'll really increase or really, you know, change the difference of what, you know, people view of certain things. That's just my little tidbit. All right, so there's that, and then we will clean this $8 carburetor, and then from there we will figure out how I can make the existing cable work. Alright, so I'm just going to get the bottom of the bowl. Remember, this is more of this not a tutorial. This is just you guys coming along for the repair. This is tough. Oh, that's right. Loosey. I'm just going to try and get away with quick and dirty. I really don't like cleaning these carburetors. They're like $8. So I try not to spend a lot of money in them. I'd rather just clean it and move on. Yep, here comes the gas. It's coming out pretty good. Remember the other one that we did? Tough as hell. See what you guys see. I could actually see through the other side. Oh, maybe she was right. Okay. A little bit of stuff here. Not too bad. We'll clean that out. We'll run up something up the middle of the jet, and I think we're going to have a runner. So the spark plug obviously looks rusty crusty, and maybe I'm just gonna let's get this thing running first before let's not get too ahead of ourselves. So I'm just giving this a good wipe. You can just see a little bit of rust at the bottom. This is gonna be just fine. As far as our jet, even though I could see right through, let's run our torch tip cleaners right through. Now when I do these, I like to run the biggest size possible in there to make sure that we're clear. And then once we know we're clear, and then we know we're good to go. Okay. And then now we have to just go right up the keister on this. Yep, we're fine. I am very confident. I'm very confident that we have a runner. I'm not going to pull a spark plug off until you have to, until if it doesn't run. But it's an E3. I'm not a fan of E3 spark plugs. I think they're very gimmicky. I had a bad experience with them when I was younger. Not on small engine equipment, on my truck. So, but if they're on there, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to highlight it in my ad. Right? I'm that type of salesman. Completely serviced. No expense spared. Reconditioned blade. E3 spark plug. And if you go online, you see a E3, you're going to see how expensive these are. All right, so I zip tied the lawnmower. Let's get you guys outside, and then I will show you what I did and what the issue is. I'm thinking we can get away with using some parts off the other lawnmower. Alrighty, so off camera, while it was running, I decided to change the oil because it was hot. And I also put in a different handlebar. Okay, the weak point on the existing handlebar was this right here. Focus. Come on. Was this right here? This is very thin and it bent in. See? I have a thicker handlebar, and in order for me to accommodate it, I just opened up the holes a little bit. But even if that didn't work out and the cable was snapped, I think the cheaper option would be a cable instead of ordering a new bail cable, right? Remember, this is free. We're trying to keep the cost down within reason. Okay, even if this bail cable ever breaks, it probably will never, because this is from an older lawnmower. It's a lot thicker. It's just the bail cable. It's just gonna be a little wiggly wobbly, but you could still put a new cable on here. So let's try. So right now I have another battery charging, and we are going to tackle this battery to see if the electric start works. If the electric start works, then we know we can really take this lawnmower to the next level and increase some profit. All right, so here's our battery. Seems like These 516s, we know it takes a special adapter, but we can cut that out. I'm gonna pull the numbers off this. I'm curious to see how much this battery costs, and I'm trying to see if we could make the cheaper one work if we need to. All right, that slides out. Are there any numbers off of this? Yes, there is. V5A maybe? Unless it was here. 12V5A. Are there any other numbers? This battery's been here for quite some time. Let me do some Googling. Alright, so not bad. 12V5A yields us batteries that kind of look like it. Yeah, so we're gonna cut this terminal off, and we'll cut these out, and we'll butt connect these, and we'll hook it up to our other battery. What do you guys think? Yeah, nay, yep, let's do it. Let's start cutting. I think I should have spade connectors. I hope I do. Hope I didn't use the last one. So let's cut this out. I mean, listen, worst case scenario is we just have a battery for scrap. These are snap-on pliers. See how I cut them? Give these away on the channel. So we cut them. See here? Strip the wire. Actually, I'll call it a day. Let's get this off the jack stand. Let's get the battery hooked up, and let's see if do I have a spare key. If not, I'll just grab it from the Time Master. All right, so we have a key from my junk drawer. Yep, it spins. So let's take this off the charger and these cut wires. We'll get a little, we'll use the struts for the Honda as a base. Not the greatest connection, but let's see if it's enough. Look at that. Oh, we're gonna do it. So we are going to order a battery. Hopefully we can get a cheap charger for it for no more than 25 bucks. When we add electric start to a lawnmower, on a lawnmower, believe it or not, we don't increase any value to it, but I do it anyway just because I can't resist. Toros, an extra 50 to 100 bucks. Craftsman's, same thing. This lawnmower completely restyled, restored, which you are definitely going to do, 300 bucks. No question about it. In the heat of summer, the spring sprint, this is a fantastic addition. Great job, Mrs. Pattay's Performance. Because of the time constraints of what we're going on the season and this whole week of Mrs. Pattay's Performance, because this ties into the backpack blower video, we will not see this lawnmower. Maybe I'll put up a picture on the community page or on Instagram. All right, guys, if you guys found this video helpful, entertaining, you know, whatever, Mrs. Pattay's Performance, shout out to Frank Go the Boss. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm pretty happy about this. As much as it kind of jammed up my day, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, but when we're all said and done with this lawnmower, you figure paint, $5, even though I already have an open can, so it's been built out to another lawnmower. Let's do $5 for paint, 25 bucks for battery, 30 bucks, $1.77 for oil. Now this thing runs and drives really, I mean, this thing actually runs. I don't think I'm gonna change the air filter. The air filter's $1 if we need to. As far as the wheels, we have a scrap mower in the back. So like I said, we're gonna pick that apart. And you know, this thing is just gonna be, it's a Franken mower, but it's not gonna be a Franken mower. All right, So it's pretty exciting. This is probably the first time we've ever sold one of these with the key start. In the past, I just never... God, who wants to yank on a lawnmower anymore? It's so much easier. Anyway, in the past, these have been pretty expensive to revive, but from 3 years ago to when I started, now knowing the ins and outs and I can make my own harness for a charger really cheap, we can definitely enhance them. It's worth to put in a little bit of effort to make a little bit of extra money. If you sell electric start lawnmowers in your area, please give me some details. Tell me where you're from. Do you get this kind of money for them? If not, maybe you should try this way. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. If you guys found this video helpful, entertaining, good, bad, ugly, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. And don't forget that Mrs. and I, we go live every Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, guys. Later.
A sticker that Franco the boss sent me to give to Jason. So while I was out selling the mower, Jason lived 5 blocks away from me. So where's their mailbox? Duh. There you go, Franco. Delivered.